to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Stallions, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Penn State Nittany Lions. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Stallions will boot it away to start the game. Out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Penn State's offense will get first crack at it today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
The Nittany Lions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for a crease, it's Martin. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Nittany Lions took those plain headgears, got their blocks, and picked up the first down.
Yeah, and those headgears are a staple, aren't they, of college football? I know exactly what you're talking about, those beautiful helmets. They don't change very much, very traditional. Penn State keeps it simple. Being traditional, running the football.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Reynolds. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
The Nittany Lions are rolling down the field. They'll leave it with him. Got the first down. Looking for more. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And this defense really wanted to come out and set the tone and be physical, but the offense did that. They took control. They owned the line of scrimmage. They create the big explosive run on the first drive to really set the tone in this football game.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Stallions offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
No, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense will really open up with some more consistency at this spot. A running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
Second down, they'll go to the air. The short hands, it's Williams. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The analytics nerds say the goal was at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. Snagged in the middle, it's McGowan. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on first down, open up the entire plate.
And just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers, and now understanding zones and how to attack them. It's just unbelievable when you got these kind of big athletes.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments. Wide out level noise. Pocket breaking down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And the Stallions line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Still on his feet at the 45. Breaks into the open. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Penn State!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. Alabama rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting team led by Mac Jones, Najee Harris, and Devontae Smith. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
Nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. He went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the defense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Here's the handoff. Running to Green. Runs through the tackle. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions, and he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
Just a little off. Incomplete. The Stallions will punt this one away.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. He's already been, now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done that way.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
A really nice job by the defense, understanding the situation. We know they like to run the touch pass. Great job selling out, seeing it, bringing those guys right down, flying into space, getting the fast, speedy wide receiver on the ground. Nice 3rd down stop.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Hey, it's a heads-up play right there. Listen, you're trying to scramble. You're trying to make something happen. Nobody's open. You're not going to be able to get out of bounds. Just protect yourself. Get down on the ground. Get what you can get and live to play another day.
Thanks to Grab. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They largely dominated the 1st quarter and built a nice lead to get started. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. DB's right up on the receivers. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning this one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Catch in the middle. It's Manning. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. And the Stallions are on the move. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd, and a long way to go. Looking to fire. He makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up 3rd down. And wait a minute, 3rd down now becomes, we're going to go for it on 4th down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
This quarterback part of their running game. And they stop him just short of the goal line. They'll mark it at the 1. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. No good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Leaves it with the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. He's topped 150 yards on the ground. 18 Nittany Lion backs have gone for 2K. They've had some great names in history. Franco Harris, Lydell Mitchell, John Cappelletti, Saquon. Maybe this guy's going to be remembered among those legends.
Man, that's crazy to go back and think about those guys and those kind of playmakers coming from one school. I want to be the next guy. That's why you want to go to Penn State to put your name on that list.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Handoff from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Getting closer and closer to midfield. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
Hauls it in. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense, you just can't find any answers.
Just keep slinging it. That's caught. It's Reynolds. Turning it on. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. And the Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half with the home team.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Always expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Michigan left little doubt. You know, this version of the Maize and Blue can hang with any of the teams of the past, and remember, this is a program with multiple national titles. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big...
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The Stallions want to move quickly. to pass on second down. Here's the pressure. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Off the play fake. Bringing the heat. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. And the Stallions will bring the punt team onto the field. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Boy, that last drive, they looked like they were throwing against air. Just absolute precision execution in the passing game, and it led them to a touchdown. We'll see what they have this position. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Got it in the middle. It's Reynolds. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. There he goes. Headed to the end zone, and he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold.
Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. First down here for the offense.
691, Gators score. Here we go.
He'll set up to throw. Got his man on the right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Got his man. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Happy Valley has given us a fun first half. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Trying to set the tone with the run. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. A designed run for the quarterback. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. The Stallions will call on their punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll field the punt and take it back. He gets a block. He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after generate tremendous return. This offense has it with really good field position.
Here we go.
Running back searching for a hole. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. The Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line. A first down run on the doorstep. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State! If you want to know how to reach this guy, just send his mail to the end zone. That's where he lives.
He definitely is today. And I think the defense has to be getting a little sick and tired of the same guy beating them time and time again.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. This offense is so deep, it's teetering on the edge of a safety. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. From the gun, the ground game. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. From the gun, the running back has it. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. And the Stallions send out the punt unit. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. It's hard enough to stop these guys, let alone when they get field position like this. They scored last time, and this time they'll crank it up from inside the red zone. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Got it in the middle. It's Denmark. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Third down play from the gun. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down.
29 Philly. 2-9.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
The give to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Oklahoma is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up 14 over USF. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Got him downfield. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Had to throw it before he wanted. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. You can't wait for this game to be over.
Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Now the play fake. Under fire. Catch in the middle. It's McGowan. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The Stallions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking to scramble. Short gain on the play before he slides.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you can tell. They want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him. Try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Motion from the wideout. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the 2nd half moving forward.
Here comes the heat. And that one is right on target if his target was the 1st row. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run play action. Looking for the score. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Corners are walked up tight. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Splits the uprights. Good. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hayes. Slips through the line. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He just took it the entire length of the field. End-to-end, coast-to-coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, take a knee, take it. No, yes, 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 yes. over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking that to the end zone, making a huge play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tacked on the extra point. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the third. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. The short hands. It's Temple. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
That's caught. It's Manning. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To throw, it's Grimes. Here's a heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. Caught over the middle. It's Manning. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Stallions come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just
nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The Stallions will send out the punt unit. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the officials spot it. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. You're not able to get it done.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Quickly complete. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down.
Yankee blue.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab past the marker. At the 35, he's got room. Touchdown, Penn State! And once he found open space, try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they light up the scoreboard, covering 65 yards on that touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like...
There he goes! Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Zings it complete to the right. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Defense in press coverage. Quarterback on the keeper. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll run the sneak for it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Stallions have this offense rolling. Dropping back, it's Grimes. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. He lost one down the sideline. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be...
He's got it, 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Nittany Lions want to crank the tempo. The give and tick, 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 tick. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Right back to the well. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Nittany Lions kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. To the air on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs him for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
With that last touchdown, looks like they're going to start this season 4-0. You've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. But they've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this.
Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line.
Here we go.
Used the play fake, now to throw. It's complete on the right side. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The Stallions can really attack on this second and short. Looking for a man. It's Grimes. He'll try to do it himself. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.